Good. So recording has started. Okay, so let's go. All right. So we are looking at multimedia in education. I think multimedia is not a new term, but for this course, let's look at what we are supposed to do. For my name, you know my name already, so I don't need introduction because we've met before. So for this lecture, what are we looking at? We are looking at the following. We want to look at the concept of multimedia, what it means. We'll describe the major components of multimedia, some kind of types, okay? We'll look at the importance of multimedia, the role of multimedia in enhancing engagement, and then tools used for developing multimedia. Okay, so that is basically what we are going to look at. God willing, on Sunday we'll look at certain theories. Okay, certain theories and certain principles that underpin multimedia, specifically educational multimedia. Okay, so in order not to do the talking alone, I want to find out what you understand by the term multimedia. When we mention multimedia, what does it mean? What comes to mind, basically? Okay, so you can switch on your mic to make it interactive. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let me hear you. I've seen Prof. Prof, let's go.
Yes, sir. So basically, when we say multimedia, it is an incorporation of two key terms or words. So multi,
Okay.
we talks about two or more, and
Okay.
then media has to do with communication tools.
Okay.
So
Okay.
multimedia simple can be seen as the integration or the use of two or more communication tools.
Okay. Thank you so much. But Prof, if I may ask, how did you earn your title? The tech will come at you very soon if
Yeah, I think this one is just look at it doesn't go anywhere, and then
it doesn't.
I don't write it on other. Yes,
It is
yes. So
this
it,
Prof
it is something that
is switch based. It's switch based.
yeah, no, basically it is students and colleagues who just calls me that, but it is not in any part of my documents. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It is switch based. All right. So, Honorable Professor, the tech will come at you very soon for you to understand. All right. So let's go on. So thank you so much for the explanation that you've given. I think it's good. Any other explanation with respect to multimedia? Yes, I think someone has also hit the button to explain to us. Yeah, Henry.
Yeah, so thank you very much. So I think multimedia is the use of multiple forms of communication, such as text, audio, images, animation, and videos in just a single presentation or any form of application.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. Any other? Okay, any other comments? Any other explanation with respect to multimedia? So thank you so much. I think you have hit the nail right on the head for us to understand what is meant by multimedia. Okay, so the term multimedia is from two words, just as Prof indicated. Multi from the Latin word multos, okay, or multos, meaning many or several. Okay, many or several. And the word media comes from also Latin word, which is the plural form of medium. Okay, media comes from the singular form of medium. Okay, so media is the plural form of medium. Okay. And it means, just as you've indicated, means or channel. Okay, or middle. So that is what media and multi means. Okay. We'll go further to look at what actually goes into multimedia. So we are saying that a medium is something that acts as a bridge, as the name suggests. Okay, so once something is acting as a medium, then in a way it's acting as a bridge between two things or between two or more things. Okay. It also acts as a conduit. Okay, acting as a conduit. So communication, media are the tools or technologies through which information is transmitted, or the means or the channel of communication. Okay, so multimedia, it means we have many mediums. Okay, many mediums or many media, because the media is a plural form and many is also some kind of plural, or it depicts plurality. Okay, so that is multimedia. So we understand multimedia as many communication channels. Okay, many communication channels. Okay, that is it. So we can look at it from this direction. In today's media, in today's media, when you talk about forms, okay, when we talk about media, we are talking about things like printed, we are talking about digital media, we are talking about visual media, okay, we are talking about interactive media. Okay, so talking about printed media, we're talking about books, we're talking about newspapers, and so on and so forth. Talking about digital media, we are talking about websites, videos, podcasts, and so on and so forth. And then the visual media, images, infographics, and so on and so forth. And then the interactive media has to do with the apps, the simulations, and then the games. Okay. Now, in the context of education, we've seen what multimedia is about. Okay. In the context of education, media refers to the instructional materials, okay, and delivery channels that teachers use to communicate ideas and facilitate learning. Okay, instructional materials and delivery channels that teachers use to communicate and facilitate learning for students. Okay, so example, we can have text, just as we have mentioned, we can have text. So in a form of text, we can have notes, you can have slides, okay, you can have PDFs, okay, or readings, all put together, we can have readings. And then you also have visuals, okay, with visuals, we can have charts, we can have photos, we can have diagrams. We also have audio. In audio, we can have lectures, we can have sound effects. Video, we can have tutorials, we can have demonstrations. Interactive tools, we can have quizzes, we can have simulation, and then discussion boards. Okay, so all these are media because they act as means through which the learner can learn, or we can present content to our students. Okay, and that is basically our focus. Okay, so multi, which means media, which means many, and media, which means channel. Multimedia basically refers to integration, okay, the integration of two or more forms of content. such as text, graphics, audio, animation, and interactivity, okay, into a single presentation. Okay, so this is what you'll be expecting you to do. And by the time you finish this program, you should be able to develop one multimedia that will be scored. Just as my class rep was pleading that the first quiz should be made an assignment, but we'll think about it. Okay, so that is that. So we are saying multimedia refers to the integration of two or more forms of content, such as text. Okay, so it can be text graphics, it can be text audio. Okay, so that student can use it to learn. Okay, it allows information to be seen, okay, to be interacted with, okay, thereby engaging multiple senses. And that is very, very important. Multimedia engages multiple senses and supports better understanding and retention. And that is the focus. Okay, we are not doing just multimedia. So we are saying that multimedia uses a combination of instructional media to enhance teaching and learning. Okay, a combination of instructional media to enhance teaching and learning. And through multimedia, learning becomes more engaging, realistic, memorable. Okay, more engaging, more realistic, and memorable. Okay, because of the ability to see, ability to hear, ability to feel, okay, to feel what is being taught. Okay, so that is multimedia. We are also saying that it transforms learning from a traditional text-based approach to a rich, engaging, and multi-sensory experience. And we can have so many examples. If I ask you to tell me the examples, you can give me so many examples. And I've given some of them. A PowerPoint presentation that includes text, pictures, and narration is a multimedia application. We can also have video lecture that combines visual, sound, and motion. Okay, and then an interactive e-learning model where students can click, okay, just as you've been doing online. Okay, so basically, that is the what multimedia or educational multimedia means. Now we can have types. Okay, we can have types. There's a document that I have uploaded. I want you to go and read. It was written by UNESCO. Okay, UNESCO document on multimedia in education. Okay, so in education or pedagogically, we can have 4 types of multimedia. 4 types of multimedia. The first type is the linear multimedia. Linear multimedia. And linear multimedia refers to multimedia content that is presented in predetermined and sequential order. Predetermined and sequential order. Okay, so the learner doesn't have much control over the progression of the application or the multimedia. Okay, the content is sequentially presented. Okay, an example is like a film or slideshow. Okay, when you are given a slideshow, the best that you can do is to either move forward or backwards. Okay, though I can teach you to make a PowerPoint slide very interactive. Actually, that was what we were doing on the Master of Education Information Technology program. We're developing multimedia applications using what do you call it? PowerPoint. You can make it very interactive, such that you can use it to even come up with quizzes. Students can take the quizzes, and then the system will mark them and then give them their scores, just as we do on the model. You can do it here for students to enjoy the learning. Okay, you can link the various slides. From slide 1, you can jump to slide 10. Okay, that makes it interactive. Okay, but if it's a linear multimedia, you are not able to do that. Okay, the learner has limited control. They move forward or backward. Okay, it is used when the learner are new to a topic. Okay, you don't have to make it more interactive. Just make it very simple. Okay, so that is linear multimedia. Okay, and the characteristics include instructional video, animated educational film, PowerPoint presentation, computer-based training. Okay, CBT. I hope you've heard CBT. How many of us have heard about CBT? Computer-based training. CBT. Oh, okay. Maybe you don't know about CBT. And then we also have audio lessons or podcasts. Okay, audio lessons or podcasts. So that is the characteristics. Now these are the what do you call it? Tools that you can use to create linear multimedia. Okay, you can use this to, if there's video, you can use CapCut, you can use Camtasia. We'll be using Camtasia. Okay, I have Camtasia on my machine right now. I don't want to show you now, but if you permit me, I can show you. Okay, how when we get to the end, please remind me that I will show you Camtasia, the interface of Camtasia, how it looks like. Adobe Premiere is the Power Director, and then presentation PowerPoint can be used. Okay, animations, we can use Powtoon. Audio, we can use Audacity. Have you heard about Audacity? Anchor. Audacity, Anchor. Okay, you can create, even use Camtasia. Hello? Did someone raise their hand to indicate?
I think the person gives a thumbs up.
Okay. So creating audio, you can use Audacity, you can use Anchor. You can also use screen recording. Screen recording, by all means, you do screen recording by force, whether you like it or yes. This week will not start. God willing, next week we'll start picking the what do you call it? Multimedia forms. Okay, the types one by one, and then we'll look at it. The components of multimedia. We'll look at text, how to create texts. I'll give you some document to create a very nice infographics. Okay, and then we'll come to video, types of videos that we have with respect to education. Okay, it is what do you call it? Interactivity. How do we include interactivity in educational multimedia? Okay, so I also used to have Screencast-O-Matic. Okay, during the COVID, I think GES gave this one out free of charge, if you remember. Do you remember during the COVID? GES gave this one free for download. And then you also have Camtasia. I've indicated you can use Camtasia for screen capturing. And there's also one that is called Ice Cream. Okay, for multimedia. That's for screen capturing or screen recording. Okay, so that is that. Now the second type of multimedia is the hypertext based or the non-sequential. Okay, we've looked at the linear. Now we are looking at the non-sequential. Okay, which means the linear is more sequential, but this type is non-sequential. Okay, and we are saying that it refers to a multimedia system or application that allow learners to navigate freely. Okay, to navigate freely. They don't want to move sequentially. They can navigate sequentially. It is called non-sequential because the learner can just stand somewhere and then jump or click on another place. The learner accesses what they like freely, okay, and not sequentially, okay. And we are saying this is similar to how one navigates the website. Okay, website, you don't go sequentially. You decide where to click and where to get what. Okay, and this, what it does is that it encourages exploration and discovery when you have a multimedia in this format. Okay, and these are the characteristics. It has nonlinear navigation. It has interconnected information. Learner control is very high. Exploratory learning is found. And then it is dynamic or has dynamic media integration. Okay, so that is for non-sequential multimedia or the hypertext based. Okay, we also have the third one that is called a supervising multimedia or tutorial multimedia. Okay, it is designed to teach. This kind of multimedia is designed to teach, to guide, and to provide immediate feedback to learners. Okay, they are like virtual tutor. So that is supervising multimedia. Example is a drill and practice. Okay, I remember on the Med-IT program those days, students were designing drill and practice. Are you doing modalities? Are you doing modalities of technology? Do you have a course called modalities?
We have gone past that stage, sir.
You've done modalities already?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, so did you look at drill and practice?
I think the main focus was on Google Classroom.
Google Classroom, that was the main focus?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, anyway.
Hello, Doc, we did do, but just that we forgot what it means.
Oh, okay.
There were some part like that in the notes.
Yeah, so I know modalities, you have to look at drills and practice, you have to look at tutorials, you have to look at tutorials, drills, presentation, games. Okay, games, educational games, the differences between them, their characteristics. And okay, you come to the med program. When you come, we'll do them into detail. Okay, so that is it. And we are saying that the supervising multimedia provide feedback. Okay, it allows the learner to ask questions, or the system will ask the learner questions and allow the learner to respond. Okay, and it will provide feedback, it will provide hints, and it will also provide corrections. Okay, to provide corrections. One day, you give me time, maybe next week, I will hear no design something small. You look on, I will use PowerPoint to design something small for you to have a feel. Okay. Then I'll give you assignment to go and do it. Yes, sir.
So you mentioned that in the MED program, there is drill and then practice. I wanted to find out, is it only in the MED program? What about the MSc? If one decides to do the MSc.
Actually, I don't teach on the MSc, so I don't know much about the MSc. Okay. I teach on the MED.
Okay.
I hope you're getting me.
Yes,
but if you want to go and do the MSc, that's fine. I don't have any problem with it.
But this particular course is very interesting. That's why I wanted to find out.
Yeah. Actually, you see, multimedia MSc. The MSc is not education related program. You understand? Though you can do it, but it's not education related. The MED is education related. You get it. The MSc is more of technology bias. Okay. But the MED is more of education, Master of Education, Information Technology. I hope you're getting me. So the things that we do are more of education. Even programming is programming in education. So
thank you, sir.
You can imagine. Okay. But the MSc is not like that. Okay. All right. So thank you. So I'll just as I've indicated, I will do that for you to appreciate. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So we are saying that the tutorial or supervising multimedia offers a structured guidance and adaptive feedback to your students. Okay. And it's very nice. You can ask some questions and the system will respond. Okay. So that is it. And then we also have the authoring multimedia, okay, or the productive multimedia. We are saying that they are multimedia environmental activities where learners become authors or creators, okay, creators and not just consumers. Okay, so with respect to authoring multimedia, you will use it. You will use the authoring tool to create it, to create a multimedia. Okay, so learners create their own multimedia project using tests, graphics in the authoring multimedia environment. Okay, so have it in mind. It's like here you are using the authoring tool, okay, the authoring multimedia tool to create it. And this one, nobody is creating it for you. You are going to create it yourself. Okay. So it encourages creativity. It encourages collaboration and higher order thinking. Okay. So at least you'll be using Camtasia, or you'll be using what do you call it? PowerPoint, okay, to create a multimedia application. Have it in mind. You can't run away from that. And I will teach you. I'll teach you how to go about it. And I also leave you to go and explore. Okay? Go and explore. You create, you explore, you create, okay, and then present it. Okay. I told a class rep that the one thing that I don't like about students is that when you give them assignment to explore, to sharpen their skills, they don't like it. They want to go and give it to people for them to do it and take money, cash. Take money. and you don't acquire any skill. It is very sad, but I'm hoping that you will not behave like that. You will not behave like those people. Okay. When you are given an assignment, please do it yourself. Try as much as possible to do it so that you have that confidence in yourself that I did it myself. I did it. And it's very nice to say, I did it myself. Okay. So quickly, I want to break you out. Okay. Let me see whether with what do you call it? Google Meet. Let me find out whether the break room session is there. But I will break out and then see what we can do. I hope you've seen the topic that we are supposed to discuss. Have you seen the topic?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Good. So I quickly want to break you out to various rooms so that we can, excuse me, let me see, it appears the breakout 2 is not available. Let me see. Where are you, Jack? Wow. But I'm doing the recording, or when I'm doing the recording, I'm not able to get it. So we have this, we have this, we have that. Okay, so let me stop presenting and see whether the 2 will come. My breakout session room comes all right, but it's not allowing me to use it. Oh, okay. So actually, what's happening? So I don't like Google Meet too. I love Zoom. The Google Meet is the breakout room is simple. A minute, okay. Let me check what actually is happening. Yeah. All right, so I'm not able to find it, the breakout room button. I've seen the settings, I've seen everything, but the breakout room session settings is not there. Let me stop recording and see whether the button will come, because I don't know why it's not popping up.